Okay, so now we will go and guys talk about how to actually load a page which shows today date. Okay, whatever the date we have. Okay, and we are going to do this using the VB Selenium. So this is going to be a topic on the web scraping. So now the thing is that, so let's take some website example. Now suppose this is your Wikipedia, okay, the main page. Now on this main page, every day we have the different updates on this day. Like today is September 15, right? Now tomorrow it is going to be September 16. Now how you can make sure that if you load this page, it always takes you to the this page, because this is a hyperlink. So if I just right click and say open in the new tab, this is going to take us to the new page, right? So I want this should not be September 15, it should be according to the current date, right? So how we can do that? Well, in that case we can use the this by link text, the method of our this Selenium library. The first thing which you need to do is you just need to right click here and say inspect element, because I want to see that how this date is coming actually on this page. So this is how exactly the date looks like, September 15. You see that? September 15. So there's no abbreviation, right? It's a text, it's a proper text which says SEPTEMBR and then space and then 15. Okay, so now what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to copy this. For example, I copy this and let me just go and paste it here, right? The first thing which you need to do is when you work with the Selenium, as I said many times before also, but this is very important, that first we should have this, the tools, and in the reference this the library, we should have this activated. Okay, this we have already covered in the introduction session, but I'm just repeating it in case if some of you don't have any idea. Selenium library, okay, so we have already downloaded everything. Now I'm declaring my browser as Selenium WebDriver, and this is where we will start writing the code. Okay, so we simply need to go and define this browser as new and then Selenium, and then this basically the Chrome driver. Okay, so here what I'm supposed to do is, here I'm going to actually declare this as Chrome driver, because I'm going to work with the Chrome, and then we will simply say that get me the website. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to simply go and copy this page, right? So this website we are going to launch. This is how we are going to launch the website. Okay, so finally when the website will be launched, we go and declare one let's say a tag as web element, which is one of the elements in this the website, but the next line will define it what exactly it is. So what you need to do is you need to simply say in my browser I want actually the element to be found by this, you can use this the partial link text, or you can even use this what do you call the link text. Now since I'm using the link, I'm using the exact the same the content, right? So I don't have to use the partial one. Partial means when you are trying to say if it contains this word, so we can use this word, right? And here now generally if you go and write like this, the September 15, this is going to take you to that September 15 page. Make sure you have a uppercase, lowercase, taken care of, because it's case sensitive. Once this is done, I'm simply going to say click. But here is the point. I don't want to click on this because tomorrow it is going to be September 16, right? So what we can do is we can just go and declare a variable, let's say dt as string. Remember, I'm going to declare this as string, and then you simply say that it has to be, let's go and format this. So you format the today date. This is a VP function which returns the today date, right? And then we go and use this 4 times m. This will give us the full month, all the characters, and then space, and then I'm going to use dt, which is for the date. That's it, right? So once this is done, we can go and check now. If I go and click on, if I use this variable now here, the dt, it should be able to take me to the current date. So first thing first, let me put the breakcode here. First of all, let us go and let me just click on this, the code. Let's first have this website. So as you can see, we have got the website. Now I'm going to pick the today's date. Let's check the formatting. So you see that it's exactly the same, September 15. So we are going to find out our element which contains this, the link which has a text called September 15, right? If this gives the error, then that means we need to check this again. Let me press F8 and you see that there's no problem here. That means my code was able to find this element. Wow, fantastic. Now I'm going to click on this and let's see that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so you see the page has started moving and this is done. Bingo. So you are able to now actually, create a code which always open this website, but after that it will take you to the current date. Right, this is how it is. And of course I don't have to tell you that in case if you have to control this from the Excel, you can just go and put the same formatting here, whatever the date you put here, that will actually be, you can use it here, range a1 dot value. But you have to remember one thing. When I copied the code here, you saw that it's actually a text, and that's why I declared this as a string data type. It's not that date, where you go and say that and then dd. No, it's not that, right? So if you try to use here simply a date, for example, you just say that my dd is equals to date. This will not work because this is going to return a date, and the date is going to be in this format, for example, like this. Okay, and this is not acceptable as per the page. So you have to see what exactly the data type, the pattern it is using, and also you have to make sure of the uppercase and the lowercase. Otherwise this link is not going to be going to be found out there. All right, so thank you so much, and now I'll see you then in the next lecture.